Hi guys, I'm Tracy Ward and this is my podcast. Welcome. Hi guys, right, today I'm going to be talking about what I'm going to be doing over the next 4 weeks diet wise, and you're going to find out about my journey over that as well. So I'm going to talk about that in a bit more detail in a little bit. First of all though, good news, got the car back. Oh crikey, 2 weeks without a car, it has done my chuffing head in, I have to say. So lost without that. It sounds and feels like a brand new car. Oh my god, you should have heard it before. It was seriously sounding like a tractor. And so yeah, it's had a new timing belt and oil sump and all these other bits and pieces. It was quite a major thing. It's completely wiped me out. Got no money now whatsoever. So it's beans on toast for the next few months. No, I can't do beans on toast. Well, I can actually. It's one of my favourite meals, what it used to be, but can't do it now. Too many carbs and too much sugar. So I'll take all that back. Ignore that bit I've just said. Rewind. But anyway, you think the first thing I did when I got the car back, you think I'd be going to the shop to buy something? No. Guess what I did? Went to the gym. First time in a couple of weeks, and crikey, I did miss that. It was tough today. I am seriously hurting. Pain, everything aches. I've got that baby giraffe leg syndrome where you got wobbly leg. Can't believe that if you're not going for 2 weeks, it makes such a hell of a difference when you go back again. I'm not doing that again, so back on the routine with that, and I'm going to talk about that in a bit as well. But today, yesterday I received an invite to a reunion, which would be fantastic. I'm really looking forward to this. It means going back home to Leicester, which I've not done for quite a while. And I've been wanting to do for so long. I do miss the place. Although probably go back now, it wouldn't be anything like I remember, but I do miss it. So anyway, yeah, it's a friend's 50th, and all his school friends are going. So I'll be seeing people I've not seen for 30 years. So I really need to lose a bit more weight before I go to that. And so it's worked out quite well. So I can talk about the plan I'm going to be doing over the next 4 weeks, and then you can either join me or just listen in and get a bit of motivation for yourself. That's completely up to you. But as I've said before in my blog post, I do need to lose another 2 stone to get back into the healthy BMI range. And I was planning to lose that over the next year. I mean, I'm not going mad, but considering it's like August next week, realistically, I should be able to lose a stone at least before the end of this year. Now, I'm hoping I'm going to lose that over the next 4 to 5 weeks, because I'm going to be going back on that dreaded total solution plan. I did try it before and it was hard. I mean, hats off to you guys that do it day in, day out. You're just legends, honestly. But my lifestyle now is a lot more active than it used to be. I mean, I never used to be active, did I? 22 out of 24 hours was spent sitting on my backside. Not just because I was lazy, but I was in a lot of pain, and everything was so much effort. So anyway, that's changed now, and I'm not stopping going to the gym. So total solution, really, it states that you shouldn't be going to the gym. So I'm going to have to tweak it a bit, because I can't stop going now, especially after how it felt yesterday and how I'm feeling today. So I'm going to do 3 products a day on the days that I don't go to the gym, and on the days that I go to the gym I'll be doing 4 products a day. I think that is the way forward for me as it is. I mean, I'm going to be going probably 4 times a week. It's not just me can't survive. You can't survive on 600 calories a day and go to the gym 4 days a week. It's impossible, and you just make yourself ill. So the gym days I do need to have that extra product. So I mean, I'll be doing it for 4 weeks, 5 weeks maybe. Looking back, when I did the Fast Fix clinic, it was 4 products a day, but I wasn't really active at that point. So 4 shakes was good enough for me then. I will have to see how it goes, because obviously if I'm going to the gym 4 times a week, I need to make sure I've got enough calories to keep my body going. So we'll just have to take that day by day to start with. But I'm sure that 4 products a day should be sufficient if I'm going to the gym. If I'm feeling particularly ropey any day, then I'll probably have a 5th. But I'm not trying to do that. I'll really want to just stick to the 3 shakes on non-gym days and 4 on gym days. So we'll see how that goes. That's what we're going to be doing over the next 4 weeks. So if you want to keep listening in to see how I get on, I'll be writing about it as well. And as I say, you guys that do it, three shakes a day, you need medals. It's not a lot of that, but saying that, I think when you get into ketosis, you start to feel fuller anyway, don't you? So we'll be talking about that as it happens, actually, because ketosis is something I wanted to talk about quite a bit at some point, because the effects that it has on chronic health conditions, like with me and my fibromyalgia, it does ease the symptoms remarkably well. So I'm looking forward actually to getting back into ketosis. The first time I went to the gym this year, I went on this cross trainer, and 1 minute in, I was feeling it, and that was just like 1 minute, and you're just aware that these people are around you, and you think, oh God, I can't get off it now, I can't get off it. So you just keep going. Now I struggled, but yesterday I went and I did 40 minutes on it, and I really enjoyed it. But I get, what I've tried to do is increase the level of intensity as I go forward, because what I was doing before was sticking at level 3 and that was it. But yesterday I went up to level, I think it was level 8, which is the first time I've gone that far. But what I do, every day I try to do, well, not every day I go to the gym, I try to do 15 minutes cardio. So whether that is walking on the treadmill or on the cross trainer, and then after that I'll do, well, it's either legs or what have you. But yesterday I kind of got to the 15 minutes and I thought, I'm feeling okay, I'll just push it a bit more. So I did it for another 5 minutes. Still not too bad. So I thought, right, okay, we'll go for another 5 minutes. Starting to feel a little bit tired at that point. So I thought what I'd do, every minute that goes past, I'll up the level by 1, which is how I got to level 8. Once I got to level 8, I did a reverse as a cool down. So every minute I went down a level, and I did that until I got to level 1. That worked out okay. So I think I'm going to carry on doing that. Just push myself a little bit, and then you know that you're going to be reducing the levels afterwards by 1 each time. So you kind of cooling down a little bit, so to speak. I mean, I'm not a personal trainer by no means, guys, that you know, but I'm just trying to find a way that suits me and suits my body and keeps me fit and healthy. So that is what I'm going to be doing at the gym as well. Yesterday I went mad because it was like, whoa, I'm back at the gym. So I did the 40 minutes cardio, did all the leg machines, then I did some upper body work with free weights, then went into the other room and did a bit of stretching and stuff. I mean, you don't do that every day because that's ridiculous. You need to have rest days for different bits. So what I tend to do, on a Monday I'll have 15 minutes cardio followed by all the leg exercises, and then I'll do the stretching. Tuesday, start off again, 15 minutes cardio followed by the upper body work, and then again the stretching. If I go on a Wednesday, what I will do is just cardio. So I'd probably do about 45 minutes cardio if I can, followed by stretching, and also do the abdominal exercises as well. And then start again on the Thursday by doing the same, but back to the legs. Friday, back to the upper body, and then Saturday and Sunday probably have as rest days. But if I'm feeling a bit, want to go to the gym, I'll just go and I'll just do a little bit of cardio. It's a shame I can't swim, because I'd love to be able to swim and just do swimming at the weekend. But as I can't swim, that's not really a very good idea. But I do need to start having lessons. I keep saying it, and I need to pull my finger out and get that sorted. So let's say from tomorrow, in effect, I'm going to be doing the total solution plan, but with 1 extra on a gym day. And that is the plan for the next 4 weeks. So I should really be able to lose a stone during that 4 to 5 weeks if I really stick to it and stop over snacking on healthy snacks. I stick to the nuts and the berries and stuff, but I need to stop doing that with the nuts. I think berries are okay, but definitely keep the nuts out and just really stick to this total solution with the 1 extra on a gym day, as I keep saying. I will also be using the food diary, the food planner that I've made. It's so important to keep a record of what you're doing day by day. It's been proven that keeping a food journal and your measurements and all that kind of thing, it does keep you motivated to losing weight, and people tend to be more successful when they do write down everything on a daily basis. And I was doing it before. I had a little notebook, and I'd every week get my ruler out and draw loads of columns and all this kind of stuff, but it's such a pain in the arse. So that is why I designed that book, and so glad I did. It makes life so much easier. So if you haven't seen it or know nothing about it, if you go onto the blog www.tracyward.me, Tracy with an E. You'll see a link on the page on the right hand side of the food journal, and it'll take you to Amazon and show you it on there. But basically there is a daily page to fill in, and you put in all the products that you have to eat, all the meals you have, and on the right hand side you've got a column for calories and there's a column for carbs if you're doing a low carb diet, so you've got or a keto diet, so you can keep a track on what those are. And there's also a little thing for water intake, exercise that you've done that day, your mood for the day, and also under that you got a little notes section. You can put anything in there. If you've had a bad day with something, put it down. Anything at all you can put in there, and you'll see as you look back, because you will look back, you can start to see a bit of a pattern if you look at what mood you're in and see if that's a day where you've had a bit of a wobble food wise, and you can kind of predict then what's going to happen. So it just keeps you on track a lot better. There's also loads of measurements to put in. So the first day you start this with this book, day one measurements are in there, and it's not just like bust, waist and hips. It goes into a bit more detail. So you've got like bust, under bust, your waist, the widest part, because I was round, so I had the widest part down in the book, and also hips, but also you like your left thigh, left calf, right calf, left upper arm, right upper arm. So it covers all those things, because believe me, you lose inches from all of those. I lost over 58 inches between January and March, which is incredible. So, and you'll have days when you plateau, and I'm going to have days when I plateau over the next few weeks. So on those days, rather than get disheartened, just get your little book out, flick through it, and then you'll see, see how far you've come and everything. And sometimes you'll have weeks where you don't lose any weight whatsoever, but you might lose a couple of inches. So it just keeps you a bit more motivated. I mean, you can always stick photos in there. I mean, it's your little diary and journal. You just do what you need to do to get you through and keep you on track. And so every week, end of every week, you've got a little weekly summary, so you can put down how much weight you've lost that week, and also a column for accumulated weight that you've lost, so you can keep totting it up. And the same with the inches and all that kind of thing. And then 3 monthly, you'll have a big one to do, and then 6 monthly, at the end of the book, you'll have like a total of that 6 months, because this book lasts you 6 months, which is good really. So you go to a place like, I know because I've been there, Weight Watchers and stuff, that lasts about 12 weeks, but this is 6 months. So obviously depending on how much weight you lose, but I think 6 months is a good period of time, to be honest. Also in the book there's other things as well. There's a BMI chart, there's diet tips, things to make yourself feel better on an emotional level. There's all sorts of other things in there as well. So anyway, that's enough about that one. So yeah, I'm going to be starting filling mine in tomorrow and crack on with this total solution. Also, I just want to say that I'm rewriting my book. I'm doing this for various reasons. I was in a rush to get it out, and it didn't come out as well as I wanted it to, in that the font size was far too small, the book itself was too large, and the paper, when I put it together, I wanted to make sure that it was white paper because I wanted colour images for the charts and things. But the problem with that is it makes it expensive to buy, and believe it or not, I think it's on for sale at $12.99. I could probably get about £1.50 per book, which is ridiculous. So, and it's more money than I wanted it to be, because I want it to be accessible for more people. So I'm doing a major re-edit so that when it comes out next, it's going to be smaller size-wise, easier to read, and it's not going to be in colour, which will bring the price down, which is what I want. So more people can get access to it. And there's also going to be a lot more things in there as well. I'm learning things all the time, so I'm going to be writing about all sorts of other stuff in there as well. And that's I think that'd be better. If there's anything you want me to cover in this new re-edit, message me and I'll see what I can do. So anything at all that you think you don't know enough about, or one thing I'm going to be writing about is cholesterol, because that wasn't in there last time and people have been asking me about cholesterol and things like that, so I'm going to cover that definitely. But, just let me know as well if you want any more photos going in, or the recipes in there, so I might actually do more recipes in this next one as well, and try to get some photos of them as well. So I'm going to make it bigger and better, and more accessible, so that's going to be good. I'm looking forward to doing that. So I'm working on that at the minute, and I know it's going to take a bit of time, but I'm doing it. I'm getting there. To summarise today, really then, it's all about starting a new regime from tomorrow for about 4 or 5 weeks, sticking to the TS as much as possible, and then one extra product on the gym days. Doing that. If you're doing that as well, fantastic. If you're not, it doesn't matter. In the meantime, just please keep sending your messages in, asking me your questions. I've had a few questions actually about dating as well, weirdly enough. So I'll talk about that one day, because you won't believe some of the dates I've had, I swear to God. And for those guys that are accessing this podcast on iTunes, you can get a lot more information and find out a lot of other stuff. And it's free on my blog, which is www.tracyward.me. And it's Tracy with an E. The amount of times I say Tracy with an E in my life, you won't believe. I need to get a little badge made. So, good luck for the week. Keep focused. It's so important to have a goal. My goal, obviously now, is to get that one stone chipped off, ready for this reunion. So my goal's that little reunion. So think of something short term as a goal and long term as a goal, and just keep chipping away at it. Keep focused on it, one day at a time. If for any reason you fall off plan, don't sweat it. Draw a line under it and carry on. Don't think, oh right, I've had a biscuit, now I'm going to have all the packet. No, you don't. Just have your biscuit and start again. You know, because that's where I used to go wrong in the past. It's like, oh no, I've had 2 chocolate digestives, I might as well eat the whole fucking packet. No, you don't, warty pants. You just get on with it. Chuck them away. And that's something else. Just chuck them away. If you've got stuff in your house, go through it, get rid. Because, you know, it's like somebody said to me, you don't want to throw things away. You don't like waste. But it's going to turn into waste anyway. You know, you put it in your mouth, it ends up coming out the other end. It's waste. So don't worry about it. Just chuck it. Or give it to somebody else who does like it or does want it. Get rid of your temptation and start afresh. And also, nearly forgot, really important, especially on Total Solution. Well, important anyway, but especially on Total Solution, keep your water intake up. Make sure you're having between 2 and 3 litres a day. And with this weather we've had, 3 litres. It is so important. And I think people get a bit overwhelmed with thinking, oh my God, I've got to drink all this right now. What you need to do is break it down during the day. What I've done, which I learnt from somebody else, I've set a timer on my phone to go off every couple of hours. And what I do then, all I need to do is drink 500 mils. Easy peasy to do that. And then just do it again when the next alarm goes off. So if you do that between like 10 and, I don't know, 6 at night or a bit longer, you're going to get the fluids down. And it is so important. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing over the next few weeks. Any questions, please get back to me. Also the blog, you've got the address. So good luck, rooting for you, and I'll catch up with you next week. Have a great week.